Mimobi bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. I am going to spend some time to talk about this because you see, I told you, Semuni Amobekaya somewhere last 2 weeks. Na me katre mo say ohwe adwuma Dr Frank Amoakohene Obo e Ashanti region. The NPP, they know what he's doing, and so they will try as much as possible to come attack him. Into me katre Ghana for say obia entame obia ntwen. The NPP 4 years say more baba be attacking na no yen so counter attack no ye sim. And so this video is a counter attack to NPP 4 more episode more attack papa. Listen, we are not attacking just for attacking sake. In this broadcast I'm doing, we are going to expose people, we are going to advise people, and we are going to go into history as well. Now, it starts from Senior American Dr. Frank Amoakohene. For people who don't know, I mean, for this weekend, say Makatre Mumu Bebrenano, Moansemenka. Na Melodies ebusian for, in fact, Moatre me odo. Say one day pair, Moansemenka. The number of people who gave me a call, and Yasem Ketwa. A lot of people were worried. Say for the whole day you didn't hear from me, but moi me ye audio no mutie, and I told you say Madam for pa air worry. Inti na was me koko ginemu emano. Inti endra nso se mo enhye dan temenka, ende de mo betemenka. Na endra echi ena edum. In fact, a lot of you called me say edum ehye de inti na menka ho asem. Ti endra echi ena edum ehye ye. Mahama, His Excellency ene the regional minister ekoko piemu ewo ho. Na say there was a video that came later because during the day his regional minister and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama call. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama tiaso say oko tabale. Regional minister no ononso during the night no osanso ba nti enwumre na nkrofo akwakoda no, he was still on grounds. Ewe dum ho hwe say yebedum ja no. Now there was a video that started leaking out. Say regional minister ni buefu na wone fire service for no ka say bufu mu a o ka tro say omo emfa omo fire service car no emfiri honko. Na me hu say NPP 4 no mo person mo use video no, but in the video no kra no obeti say the regional minister was saying say ono as a regional minister wa baba begina ho fire service for mo ka trend say mo bedu meja no. Nanso mo ka no insio enim. Regional minister ne say ono aba begina ho no say insio ni ka ni mu amon country no. And you see that was the regional minister's problem. O say mo ye ne te say de me ya akola bi ye nna ye mpanyifo ne aba eja no ehye nkrofo nya ma ahye. Say fire service for no mo ka trem say o regional minister yesre insio eni ka nim na afianse ye kofa insio aba meti ase. I'll sympathize with you. But more catchem so ye babedum nisisia ye babedum nisisia until the regional minister himself found out. Say na insio ni kanim. Meanwhile more dad and say oh ye bedum nisisia. Meanwhile mo sumu jina mundum he. And so the regional minister in the video obi chano. And in the video he was angry at the fire service for. It is hard dear na wo ye no and then the NPP 4 epese wo mu yusu a omo edebo regional minister no echi. Na ensemo NPP 4 bi mu ka no. Yebebona motie, including fire service for mpanyimfo ni bi. Send ye no mutumi kasa regional minister nim omo refi. But I'll show you certain things and then you see in this country. Let's dive into the story. Let's take fire service for omo PR department. Member of the PR department, public relations department of the fire service for no. Yebefa omo nipa ba ko nsemu a waka. And then ubehu ni say Nyansa, adwene nyansa, yento ewo market. I'll tell you the inti I'm saying say adwene nyansa yento ewo market. So this is what the PR, your friend Alex Kinnati, or say, what was the essence of shouting? On the regional minister ne kasa o. Say regional minister no. Kikim na wo kikim no. Nyansa be ne wom. What was the essence of shouting? Just to create an impression for social media. Say regional minister no kikim na wo kikim no. Opeso creating impression on social media keke. That was very uncalled for. So regional minister Nadia wo ye no nyanse nim na nke ni kwan se wo ye. Kikem na wo kikem no. No wo kikem so that social media for be hu ne so no regional minister no wo ye adwuma keke. No problem. Where fire service for omo PR department to PR member. Okay. Oye no sanso beka say action is not by shouting or creating a public spectacle. Shouting does not extinguish fires. The regional minister ninkikem keke na wo kikem. Na nipa wo kikem a endum ja. Fire service ni a regional minister buefu se nkrofo enyama ahye. Na de entia na mundum ja na mu twa mentro no. And the fire service penyi be katre regional minister ne say enye kikemu na edum ja. Fire service ni no. Efun a wo to regional minister no. Later na nkrofo ekokoyi fire service ni old post by and nkrofo ka say oh say fire service ni kra no allegedly no or your NPP executive. And let me show you some of his old posts I will make here. This was in 2015. As the ECG has announced that there will be no more doomso. A vote of no confidence has been passed against President Mahama. In other news, massive corruption going on in the country has ended. It is also reported that corrupt government officials have been arrested and prosecuted for causing financial loss to the state. News just coming in. The poor are enjoying reliable utilities and amenities such as water, good health care, education, etc. Of course, this is only a wish, if only it was true. April Fools. So he was speaking against Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in 2015. Speaking against His Excellency John Mahama in 2015. Seni Americano. So a lot of people who know him, the name Semba Betuja, Eba Beka say, oh, we NPP executive, was a common, or more no munim, no, and someone or more can fire service ni no. I say, I am very worried past. In the field of sex tapes, Ekufado's government has failed woefully. Mahama in time, then we they get some, then we they get some consecutively. Someone can. I say, Mahama, name Breso. Sex tapes in Kwan. That time 2017 Ekufuado Babedi president. Or see Ekufuado dia wabano. The BA knew what to say sex tape. Now so Mahama Mbreso sex tapes in Kwan. Senkro for area moho no mucha video and non Kwan. This allegedly old post of Sapphire Service Penino. Our catcher regional minister and say Nyanki Kemu ene dum jano. You look at more posts. Do the obehu in someone or Troy FINDC hu obehu ne se chale Matters Day. Obehu ne se nsem wo ho na eya na ye kasa na ye nkrofo se agro na edi. Wo de obehu. O say another one. O say we 2015 during His Excellency John Mahama's time. O say can Mahama ever be like this man? This was a man who had the country at heart. He will not promote and give corrupt people more room to steal. He will not find every little avenue to rob the poor people of Ghana like our president is. Into no say Mahama Yakronfo. Wa robe ehiafo ewo Ghana. I say our president should let us see more action against corrupt greedy bastards. Instead of shielding and reshuffling them, let's wise up Ghana. I don't bear any political party's card. And I'm not partisan. But our dear country is retrogressing under this so-called social democratic government. I say under social democratic government NDC no Ghana sign chi. Mahama ye kromfo ovia ehiafo sika. Oni. This is fire service page. Another one. I say please, when leaving your house, kindly lock it because Mahama will come and commission it to Ghanaians. This was in 2016. Jabbing Mahama on social media. Another one. I mean, I've read this already, but it paints a picture and you should know. And the picture is what? Clearly, or your NPP ni. But that is not even my problem. That is not even my problem. You see, all these people, we sat in this country for 8 years under President Ekufuado. Under 8 years of President Ekufuado, yeah, can markets are ashia. uncountable. We never heard people like this speak. And the President Akufo-Addo, a bedroom baby ma fire service for some moonim. Na mo kwa kodum ya wo baby kra na area mo fo no to me yo mo agese wo mo pese mo chemo fire service wo no bomo. But that time ne yante say PR department abrantie ya ma papa ya ba be kasa say de na mo ye ne he ko he. Ba nipa eto de bia nyansa yento. Let me say it and say it again. Nipa eto de bia nyansa yento. Now the reason why I'm saying this and say unim say ohobon. Unim say wano in the past wakasetia NPP. Wakasetia NDC. And the NDC na ba babu. Ejashi minister is sympathizing with the people because of say fire service for Moich and Intro. You are not looking at that side. Minister say fire service for Moich and Intro, sympathizing with the people. As Obia Oye PR department. Ode nankama Obia oye different department ningaza because you can say PR. You people know how to relate with people. Where you man no? Say ni awode kasa de ene nkrofo be kasa. Asemu ababeka chere minister no, he was just shouting to create an impression. The minister is the president's representative in the region, and there is something happening in the region, and the minister is angry same way dinatem. O bababeka chere say a social media kekenananko person impress. It is just like say you are talking to the president and telling the president say he is angry at something bad going on in the country because he wants to impress social media. Do you know what you are doing? Do you understand what you are saying? Do you know what you are doing? Why will you even, Uye NPP ni krana, why will you put yourself in such a position? Sebi, mwa mutie me, monka santre me, nyansa wom. Does it make any sense? Sebi, let me know. Does it make any sense at all? Nyansa bi wom. You are talking to the regional minister. And you are telling the regional minister, say, Wonyai dede na wo ye no. The president's representative in the region. And you are PR. PR nipa wone nkrofo kasa asemba woni omobe kasa tretre nsemu na abotoye mu aba. Instead of going this route, Oba beka share Ghana for now Oba beka say, oh, the regional minister, I understand him very well. I understand him. I'm not going to lie. Tio, what did the make no? You want to mean I'm a PR, me a PR member no? They say, oh, the regional minister, I understand him very, very much. Okay, I understand him very well. You see, his enthusiasm and everything shows that he loves his region. But the point is that maybe in Siona, yen fire service, ye juma ye no. Maybe we just have to come with a tanker, an empty tanker. That is our standard of working. You have to come with an empty tanker before the water will come, like an explanation. Explain we will say, Minister Nadia, what can I say? Even if wo nim fire service we jumano, and a wo minister in the position na kebia wo cry, you do worse than what the minister is doing na. Asemen fa na asemen koye. Na Kenya nyanse ni ena wakasa. Na kende, will you put a target at your back like that? And then neutral people who are lawyers, even journalists, are all calling on the government say, wono uyo bia obe sabotage aban no, inti yenyi won free ho. As to whether it is true or not, no one knows. But why and our causes our problem na mane ho? And then if the government takes a decision, say wo PR department, because what cassette here regional minister by heart, ye beye bibie tia wa why na de ba ne ho so de make no eye obi a wo different department na kasa anka ya tie o na kene de anya asem but wonu wo PR department we djuma ne se e wo se wonhu se ne ye nipa kasa waba begina ho de regional minister na kasa te se de wo ya akola bone be no ye because he's angry some nkrofo na dada ne se insio e wo ka ni mu ono kwakwa cheki ye ni insio nim ena ne buefu na wo ka se ade nta na mu twa me ntro mo nka no kran ne ntre me o se regional minister ne kikem no nyansa bi enim it is just for social media o ba say oh regional minister na matina se pa no kware me nanka me nye ejuma wo fire service enanka me nso me regional minister na ka bia me bube fu class in the regional minister ne buefu asem de na asem ko o kasa nyansa musa na asem de na asem ko uwo efutu obi ma regional minister na what was so de tunefo so wo sre no he's young asem bi basa na onim no de ebufuo ya anhwe ye bia BP ana bibi fa ye bibi kanyansa sem bi fa ho o sre regional minister no oh fire service for adwuma ye no saa eya na sometimes the empty tankers no ba maybe there is a reason for that what share there is a reason in here fire service for no e can say regional minister now what can even if there's no reason krana don't touch on it but send your make and just tell people say you understand the regional minister but the truth of the matter they say wonso information a wo no e kire say enye san na see here on the grounds e asami fa na asami nko e ba wo betina ho aka kire regional minister say kikem no nyansa enim social media keke na wo ye no person krofo hu no social media say wo bo adwuma ntia no wo kikemu saa are you ready for the target I would to wechi imagine the tenure of and you see they be American same way it is only during the times of NDC and I obehu nyama bi say imagine say during the tenure of President Akufo-Addo now you see fire service ni bi NDC ni post wo ho etre say wakaseti Akufo-Addo aban na bibie si na Akufo-Addo appointee aba be kan bibi na fire service ni na ba be pass comments bi say hey wo fire service ni no betina ho wo sa fire service ni no wo betina ho usrompo but you see I will tell you and I keep telling you ye can proper democracy it is the NDC because during the NDC e ho na obi afeli se wonya akukuduro kasa to make kasa chair regional minister anyhow the NTR because ono waka fire service PR department so kasa chair the executive anyhow people who can change your life in sense of I mean not to say someone ye nyankopon but people who can change your position e wejuma na wo ye no. You think that this is how you talk to them? It is only NDC who will encourage things like this. And I tell you, and I'm not saying that it is NDC's weakness because in Grafo Bebre, no muka say, I deal with NDC for weakness. Me, it is not the weakness for me. It is the strength of the NDC because some of us, that is the reason why we voted for the NDC. Because Ejuma ye na kasa. If NDC for say one more money pan kasa. Nan say me to no be friend me say melodies in Crawford friend me complain say as an say crano NDC for ni bi ka say ya the melodies is ya wadani NPP ni ana because nan say o kasa uta kasa tia NDC and I'm say yes the reason why I voted for NDC no and I say I can speak freely my mind against the NDC and nothing will happen to me and some people see that as weakness but me I see it as a strength in the democracy na ya running wo man we mu no. It is not a weakness, it is a strength. So it is only NDC time. And I will fire service PR ni and the president's representative in a region on any casa by heart. And yes, a president's representative no kokoye boni o. Uswama ne Crawford. She boni ya na NDC di na he boni na NPP di. NDC Adia enya boni mpo a meka se NDC ye ka se NDC fo di boni a obehwe no na ye se ade na wo mo ye ne kra na ebebo aga na fo na nso obun se ye tene no he na say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the man crofo di bonechi ene se wo se won yusu Ghana sika mfa nkonko fa plane ono ani nua plane na won tua ho ka Ghana ye mboka ena ni nua de ama no ye se hey won yusu convoy embo Ghana ka ono ani nua onfa driver ono ani nua na etwi no MPP for say hey so you see the things are ye person ye near the bo NDC for echi and the regional minister the person ye the bo nechi and they say oh regional minister ne kra no and senia oh kikem no why because he's passionate yet na krom ha atorenchem to nkrofo bi wo kro bi so president no go so mo kra mo anto ama minti na nkeni kwan kra se me ba ha. Find a regional minister crying for his people. You see on fan so ho. Ono kra hwan dede keke no your social media. And it is not only this man. Me betrayal NPP MP. Fojo. Ono so nsemo a wokan. Listen to the NPP MP Fojo. Nsemo ono so beka fa regional minister na ho. And you be hu ne say omo abo regional minister na to. And you see me I told you things like this no. Ebesi. And clearly it is happening. Regional Minister Fojo Reverend NPP time the ema ye di hu no anti-LGBTQ bill eno po President Akufo-Addo ansign no yantene nka ende de o se wo ye vocal ti asem wo kan o se Ashanti regional TikTok minister see wo you see the disrespect one friend Ashanti regional minister o se Dr Amoakohene ye Ashanti regional TikTok minister ti but the Ashanti regional TikTok minister is ranting and venting his frustration at Ghana National Fire Service while Dumso sadly sets ablaze hard-earned stores and properties of our dear brothers and sisters in Adum. I have just two questions for him. Inti Adum for akwakoja wo gas ene nyama wo ho a ende eja atomu a ahyehye ho no o se ye Dumso ene MPP for I say, would the fire had started if Dumso had not returned to Kumasi with his government? 2. I say, the 2.7 billion Ghana cedis allocated to government machinery, including the 78.8 million Ghana cedis allocated to Kwachio Fosu's one-man ministry of government communications for Chop Chop, couldn't half of that, if saved and allocated to Ghana National Fire Service, be utilized for the procurement of state-of-the-art quantum fire tenders and sophisticated fire. And you see, they be a mekacham say MPP for no. It is not about their rank. Omo kasa clearly no who the same crofo we in school a womo ako. And the worker say oh fire service for any omu ni mfidie ni refi say aban we buy no 3 months penny. Who what na aban mu for 8 years. Iti moto mfidie ni ma fire service for NDC for buy 3 months ya no mo sesa mfidie ni na kokoshe na na say den. What na abemu for 8 years o? Ejashi fire service for ni fidie o medu meja no. O beblemi abanya ono aba 3 months say ono nto mfidie ma fire service for no. 8 years na wo tina abemu no to mfidie mo. So whenever they speak, eya no mo refi omo ho say asem we am making, I am exposing myself. And I say ya no hu ne say be Ghana fo ejimi nti no membra mbeka nsem tra sa akeke. Nene enye bibia Yatina Krumha, let me show you. In 2018, Adum Esheye, Ashanti region, Adum Esheye 2018. Let's hear from me person me bisa mo say, Motiye say Asante Memu market a shipping. Emma sa time no regional minister kwa kojina hompoda or for mo. Asante Memu, the former regional minister. Moti say market a shi. You say the Ashanti regional minister ba oni omo ba kasa. He's sympathizing with them. Or for mo. School feeding for crack on the horse ye here sika wo pami omo se monko. Monfa monko asem nko. And then when Ashanti regional minister was sided with the people and the MPP for episode mo painted as devil. This is 2018. 2018. Dawn Fire destroys shop at Adum and KO in Ashanti in Kumasi. 2018, look at the date. December 30th, 2018. Adum in the Ashanti region. Adum na ndeshe no 2018 ehye. Oti Ashanti regional minister nka. 2018 na NPP time. Omuntumi antom fidie sa time no. Sa time na PR ni yante. Of course, because that time na NPP executive here and a government official be any obe sympathize with the people say oh, on man make asanti no. PR ni no enya asem bia nka. Look at this story also 2023. 2 years ago, May, NPP time. Osikejetia Fire Outbreak Committee presents report to Honorable Daniel Botwe. 2023, eja eshye. Ewo kejetia. That time, the what they say Ashanti Regional Minister Babonti Ababe sympathize with them. That time, not to renchem tunkro for Ashanti Regional. Na minister no tenin kan. No Babonti. Hey! And I mudi any. Because mwen who say a branch and ejuma war bono. Yempe vivin fan the kon inti any. But I keep on telling you guys, nipa bone for the omo wo. Nenye nipa bone for enema kurobo. Eye nipa papa. Bone for ne ye na papa no ehwe sa bone no omo no mama kuro ne bo. De bia ya na meka I reference the Bible. Osha Bible ni mo de bia meka tell say once you read the Bible in entirety, especially the Old Testament, who reading it now, you realize one trend. Say the na AC wa Bible ni mu ni na ne say Israel for edibone na nyame atwe omo aso na omo akonkwa asomu na nyame ayo obi foforo na waba abeji omo na omo edibone na omo akọ na anso na omo edibone no nyame besoma odifo bi na waba abewo ne omo ntie na omo akonkwa asomu na afi omo esu na nyame asanso waba abeji. We share the entirety of the Bible aside the story of the creation and all those other stories no. Moses ekoko yi omo free nkwa asomu eba omo asase Israel so no. That is exactly what happened in the entirety of the Bible. In the entirety of the Bible, they see no. Ye dibone nkwasumu nyame asumo obi na waba abeji yen ubonse ye sha se dibone na nyame asumo obi so mbe woni yen yentie no ni asa akonkwasumu. It's me. The lessons I learned reading the Old Testament in the Bible no and they say Israel for no emra na nipa bone fo ni dibone no. Nanka nkwasum na wo mu komu nyina no nanka nipa papa fo sore ye ema bone ni to twa ya nanka mu nkwasum. And that was my conclusion. Na any Bible nim enye bibia na wo Bible nim, but uye nipa na wo adwen na wo read the Bible na there are some things I would be bra wo be conclude say okay. Iti na kasenia na Israel for nipa edi boni anyankopon tumi suma adifo se won brambe en woni omo a wo mumfi no omo mudi boni no nanka nipa papa for sorry ye gina se da bi senia mudi boni no yen pene ma mudi boni ma yen na yen konkwa asumu a nanka Israel for mo ankonkwa asumu. Intermediate me see ewiase enye nipa boni enedi boni o. Eye nipa papa wo hwema bone ne koso no onu no di bone. Enti yen ya na enim papa yen tena ho ma mo mfa mo bone e ma mesro bi nsa ni din. Nanka Ghana fo esoreje Kwame Nkrumah nanka nne enye ne se NPP fo omo enananom aba wo mu ato ha ende mu gusu a ende mu ye Ghana ha ye mbo nsam a mo ha yen. Kasa time na NPP fo papa nom ehya ase ewo Nkrumah so Ghana fo sore e time Nkrumah echi a enye ne se nde omo de aba wo NPP fo a omo gusu edi o man ni nya. Montre mo ajo comment box ni mo bedase.